How can you trust an influencer who doesn't use up their makeup? They claim something is completely like their favorite product, but then you never see it on camera again. And it leaves you wondering, how can you trust that influencer? Well, we're actually going to be going through a whole bag of empties today. These are products that I have used up or products that I have decluttered from my collection because they're not that good. And like I said, how can you trust an influencer if they're not using up their product? So I have a very full Ulta bag today of product that I want to give you the complete 411 on. We have mascaras, we have skincare, we have some foundations in here, I think I have a concealer, but we have a lot to get through today. So we're going to be talking everything about what I have used up. Is it really worth it? If you guys are new to my channel, my name is Staci. I am that objective journalistic marketing lens on the beauty space. We are taking a look at all this product today. We are going to dissect it. Is this really good product, or was I duped by the marketing? This is going to be a long video, so make sure you grab your coffee. We have so much to get through today. We're doing this more lottery style, so I'm just going to be picking out the product and I'm going to be telling you exactly my thoughts on it. Again, this is unbiased. This is completely honest. And these are my experiences with each of these products. Just to let you guys know a little bit about my skin so that you guys can get a feel for like why it did work for me. I am 37 years old. I live in a 4 seasons climate in upstate New York. So I see winter, spring, summer, and fall. And I have experienced these products through all of these seasons. And I do have some fine lines. I do have hyperpigmentation, and my skin is typically on the more balanced side. When I get into summer, it does get a little bit oily though, in my T-zone specifically. When I'm filming this, it's spring. All these products I have tried throughout the year. So let's get into all of these products. The first one I'm pulling out is the Spa Life Hyaluronic Pearl Serum. This was a hyaluronic acid serum. I use this every single day in my makeup prep routine. I want to say this took me about a year to use. I ended up buying it in Las Vegas because my skin was so dry that I needed an extra like oomph of moisture and hydration when I was there in December of 2023. So I had finished this up sometime in 2025, to be honest with you. It did have these little pearls in here, and I did purchase this from Target. The pearls were nice because they actually gave you a little bit of like that glow to your face, and it gave you kind of like this sheen of like, but it wasn't offensive sheen. It was like a really beautiful glow to the face. The hyaluronic acid was very plumping, very hydrating, and this did work really well for me when I was in Las Vegas. And then also when I came home in December when it's really dry out, and I ended up using up all of this. It was a really great hyaluronic acid serum. I think it was under $10 from Target. Now, I was looking at a vitamin C serum because I wanted to do some brightening, and this has vitamin C and it has niacinamide in it. This is from Bubble. It's their Daydream serum. I actually used this up a lot faster than what I had anticipated, and I'm actually thinking that the 1 fluid ounce of product just wasn't enough. I actually wish they had a jumbo size of it. I liked the way that it made my face feel in terms of retaining moisture, but I did not notice any kind of brightening with the vitamin C. The packaging is really nice because it does have this like nice little pump. I mean, it's bright yellow, so it reflects vitamin C. I believe this was also under $10, but at the end of the day, I did not notice any kind of brightening quality to my face, and I also did not notice the niacinamide doing anything at all. I do not have, I believe this came in a box, so I don't know the concentration of it, but I just feel like it really didn't do much for my skin. I think overall it just made it feel more moisturized, but that was it. Like, it just felt moisturized. Oh my gosh, this cream is like bone dry. I forgot to put the top back on it. I actually received this in a BoxyCharm. It's a Hydroglass Prep Serum Gel from Dr. B Lab. This was amazing. It has hyaluronic acid and glycerin in it. So hyaluronic acid plumps the skin and it hydrates the skin, whereas glycerin is a humectant, so it actually keeps it moisturized. This stuff worked so well, and I went through it so fast, especially in the winter. And it is a gel consistency, so it's super lightweight, but the moisture it gave my face was incredible. Like, it was just amazing how moisturized my face was, how plump it felt, how like rejuvenated it felt, especially for me having more mature skin. This is definitely something that I would buy again. I don't know how much it is because, like I said, it came in a BoxyCharm. I'm no longer subscribed to Ipsy/BoxyCharm, but I need to see how much this one is. I have a feeling it's a pretty penny, and if you guys know a dupe for something like this, definitely let me know, because like I loved that so much. I went through it so fast because my skin was just like soaking it up. I have so much skincare in here. Well, look, we have another hyaluronic acid serum. This is the one from The Ordinary. It also has B5 in it. And this is just a hyaluronic acid serum. I actually have another one on my vanity right now that I use in my skin prep. It just, like I said, it plumps and hydrates the skin. This one is the larger version, which is the 2 fluid ounce one. So if you are a fan of the hyaluronic acid serum from The Ordinary, get the bigger version. This is something I repurchase all the time, and I went through that one so incredibly fast too. So between the 2 hyaluronic serums that I had, which was the Pearl one and then also the Ordinary one, I go through a lot of hyaluronic acid because it just makes my skin feel so fresh and rejuvenated, and it doesn't provide like oil, and it doesn't make my skin feel weighted down at all. It's just very lightweight. I have one, two, I have three. I have 3 of these, and that will tell you how much I use it. And I actually finally got the jumbo size of it, so I do have the jumbo size of it. Now, this is the L'Oreal Infallible. This is their continuous setting mist. It's the 36-hour Defy Transfer setting mist. Like, can you tell it's a favorite? Can you tell it's a favorite? I have gone through this product so much, obviously, because it just sets down my makeup so nicely and it makes it feel powder dry. It doesn't feel like it's going to move about throughout the day. It really does help it last so much longer. The smaller size retails for about $13. The bigger size retails for about $20. And honestly, if you like a continuous setting mist that is going to just set down your face where it doesn't move throughout the day, but it also doesn't make your face feel dry, cakey, or like completely depleted of moisture, this is a really good setting spray. I've heard a lot of people refer to it as like a dupe for the One Size setting spray. I have not tried that one yet, but I have tried another continuous misting spray from Juvia's Place. That one I'm still testing out, but it does not compare. I'm giving you a little spoiler. It doesn't compare to the L'Oreal one at all. All right, I have 2 of the Maybelline Bubble Mascaras. Did you know that you're supposed to replace your mascara every 3 months? There's a lot of mascara in here, and I do tend to test out mascara like quite regularly, just because I love mascara and it's pretty affordable. You're supposed to replace it every 3 months. The Bubble Mascara is this very beautiful, lengthening, volumizing mascara. The only thing that I don't like about this mascara, it is really, really hard to remove from your face. Even if you use micellar water, or if you use a makeup removing wipe, or you use an eye makeup remover, I still find that it's really, really hard to get off my eyes. That was one thing that I did not like about it, but I really liked the way it made my entire lash look. Like, it was just super volumized, super black as well, and it just made them look really, really long and like fluffy and fluttery. But I have also been finding that my preferences have been changing, and I want more of like a tubing mascara because that comes off a lot easier and it's not so harsh on my eyes, because I'm 37 and they are maturing. I'm pretty sure I might have another one that accidentally fell out of the bag, but I have at least 2 of the e.l.f. Power Grip primers. If you are new to my channel, these are the primers that I would test new foundation with. I do foundation wear tests that are very in-depth. They go through a very vigorous testing process where I'm a mom. I take care of my 2 kids. I'm getting, baby kisses, not baby kisses, because they're not babies anymore, but I get kisses from my kids. So my foundation has to last through that. It has to last through me cooking over a hot stove, through me going through my workouts. So these are the primers that I typically use to test new foundations. I've had so many of these. These are the two that I ended up putting in my Empties bag. I do like the Power Grip Primer from e.l.f. The small one is about $10. It might actually have gone up in price because they just increased their prices again. However, I have decided that I am currently not buying from e.l.f. just because of everything going on with that brand, which there will be a video coming to my channel about recent events. It is a really good primer though. It is very, very grippy, so it does moisturize your face. It does also create this nice grip for your makeup to adhere to, and it is a really great product, but right now the alignment of the company does not align with my values, so I'm not currently purchasing from e.l.f. So I've been trying to use up as many of my e.l.f. products as possible so that I can work through some of my other products in my collection as well. Speaking of e.l.f., and foundation wear tests. I did a foundation wear test of the Halo Glow Skin Tint from e.l.f. This does come with an SPF of 50, and the shade that I have is 3 Fair Cool. The problem with this SPF, and I'm going to try and link the foundation like review for you either in the playlist, in the eye, or down below in the description. So it does come with a mineral SPF sunscreen. It claims to be water resistant up to 80 minutes, which I did do a test with that. I wore it to the splash park where I was getting like splashed with water. I wore it as just like a tinted, honestly, as a tinted sunscreen, and it did not hold up to water at all. I actually had like burning in my eyes because it was running into my eyes. So it is not water resistant up to 80 minutes. And even with it saying it's a skin tint, you need to put a lot of this on for it actually to provide the SPF 50 coverage. And when you do put a lot of this on, it tends to look really crusty. It tends to like kind of peel off your face or like separate off of your face. It just doesn't work very well. And it does kind of have a white cast as well. Like it's not exactly tinted, but it's also not exactly white either. It's like kind of a mix in between. It's not a very good product by any means at all. This is one of the worst skin tints that I had tried last year, and I didn't use up a lot of it only because it didn't work for me. It didn't provide the coverage that I was looking for, and it is something that I can't even wear when I'm going to the splash park with my kids and I want something that provides, SPF with like, maybe I want to cover up my mom bags a little bit too. It doesn't do any of that. So I decided to declutter that one. I didn't get a lot of use out of that one either. That was the only one that's like really not super empty. We're just going through all the e.l.f. products today, I feel like, because I have another e.l.f. serum product. This is their Thirst Burst Drops. They're the Dewy and Brightening 1% hydrating hibiscus complex with 5% niacinamide. This is supposed to be a dupe for the Glow Recipe niacinamide dew drops. It does really, really good at like hydrating your face and really providing that moisture for your face. I don't have anything bad to say about this. I have actually been doing some research and have found that possibly the Glow Recipe serum is not good for people with mature skin, so I have to complete my research on that and see what, people with mature skin are saying. I've never had an issue with it depleting my skin of moisture. This one didn't do that either. It did just provide a really nice, like, glass-like skin before I applied my makeup. I actually tried it when I did the Shelby Ann makeup routine. I actually ended up going through this so much faster than what I had expected as well. Like, I guess I was just using it that much. It is a really good product, but like I said, I'm no longer supporting e.l.f. with what's currently going on with the company. Okay, I have a little sample, and this honestly did not last me that long because it's just so tiny. I think it's like 0.1 ounces or something, but this is their Sun Touchable Whoa Glow Broad Spectrum SPF 30 sunscreen in the shade Sunbeam. I like this sunscreen a lot. I love that it doesn't mess with the makeup underneath. I think it looks really beautiful under makeup. And I just love the glow, the natural glow that it gives me. I actually have, because I fell in love with this one, I actually ended up purchasing a bigger size of it. And the reason why I had tried this was because, again, of the Shelby Ann makeup routine, which I do have a full video on that. I did really enjoy it. It does only provide an SPF of 30. You can get a really good coverage with it. I just, like, I love the e.l.f. one that I have. I hope I can find something else. I'm currently using a Bioma SPF 30. That is a sunscreen that really layers nicely underneath my makeup as well. But the e.l.f. one really provides this like nice, like it's a really nice natural dewy glow. But I can get that with like combining a chemical sunscreen with like, what's it called? With the Flawless Glow, or like the Hollywood Flawless filter from Charlotte Tilbury, which I do have a mini of that as well. So oh my gosh. So I actually had four of these that I went through. Can you tell it's a favorite? I went through four of the L'Oreal finishing sprays. Wow. I think that we are through all of the e.l.f. stuff. If I find something else in there, okay. But we have here, this is the Catrice Aqua Splash Grip Primer, and it's hydrating. It does have hyaluronic acid in it and niacinamide, if I remember correctly. It has 5% glycerin and hyaluronic acid. So this is another one of those grippy primers. It was really hard for me to squeeze out the remaining in the bottom here. Like, it was just so hard, so I wasn't able to get like to the last drop, and I didn't want to cut it open. Like, that's just not me. So I really enjoyed this primer. It's a $10 primer. It actually works really, really well compared to the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. I actually like this one a lot better. I think it was more hydrating. I felt like it was cooling on my face as well, which I really like that because my face tends to get a little bit red when I'm putting all my skincare on. So it gets a little bit, like, it looks irritated. It's not irritated. It's just I've been putting product on, so it turns red. But this really helped to like calm down my skin, and it really had a cooling effect with it. It layers so nicely under makeup, and I love that product so much. Catrice you can find on Amazon, and I really did enjoy that product. We have here the Hydrating Milking Mist with hyaluronic acid and oat from Pixi. Love this one. I think this is the second bottle that I have used. It is just a hydrating milky mist. You can use it before you apply your foundation, before you apply anything. It just like hydrates, it soothes the skin. And then I also like using it when I am refreshing my makeup, or even if I'm just like doing in between steps. This is a really great milky mist, and it's like, I want to say $15 for the Pixi one. It's really, really good. I have so many mascaras in there that we are going to be going through. It's going to be like a speed round of everything. Let's talk about this. This is the Toti Solera CC Illumina Compact. So this is the brand by Sofia Vergara, and this is an SPF 50 like foundation balm. This is my favorite foundation balm. I love the formula of this product. It is so natural on the skin. It does provide that extra SPF coverage, and it just looks really good on somebody with mature skin. I mean, Sofia Vergara is in her 50s, I want to say, and she really created a really good product for people who are in their 50s who want that SPF coverage, but also want a nice foundation balm. The shade that I have, what is it? Because you can like trade out the compacts, which mine got stuck in there, so I wasn't able to. But I got like one of the lightest shades, and I love it. I think it's so good. If you're looking for a good foundation balm with a really great SPF, but it doesn't mess with your makeup, it doesn't like disturb anything, that is a really good product. I actually have another one, and I am currently like going through it, and I went through that one really fast too. Are you guys ready for all these mascaras that I have? Because there's a lot. And I'm still going. Like, there's so many in here. Like, it's crazy. We're going to talk about all these mascaras. We're going to do it in like a speed review round. Is it long lasting? Is it easy to remove? And does it flake in my eyes? So we're just going to go through all of these. And oh, and how it makes my lashes look. This is the new L'Oreal Extensionist mascara. Great long wearing mascara. My lashes looked so fake and beautiful. Like, I couldn't get enough of this mascara. I actually really enjoyed it. It's okay to remove. It's a little bit hard. That's one thing I didn't like about it. We have the Anastasia Beverly Hills. This one is the Lash Brag Volumizing Mascara. This one really reminds me of the Better Than Sex mascara from Too Faced. It does have that like hourglass shape of a wand. My lashes looked really pretty. They looked fluttery. They looked full. Not necessarily lengthened, but they looked They didn't look fake, but they didn't look sparse either. And it was semi easy to remove. I did find it was a little bit hard to remove as well. Easier than the bubble mascara though. That one was just really hard to remove for some reason. We have here the Tarte XL tubing mascara. This one I love. I love this one, and I have actually been trying another tubing mascara from Milani, so that one is what I'm currently trying. This one comes off in tubes. So easy to remove. It is long lasting, and my lashes just look absolutely gorgeous with that one. But we're going to talk about the one that is not good, okay? Also from Tarte, and is a tubing mascara. This is just the regular tubing mascara. I got a brown and a black one of this one. I wore it to like an event back in February. It was literally flaking in my eyes. I had never experienced that with a tubing mascara from Tarte, and then I realized it wasn't the XL one, it was the regular one. And then I was like, oh, that's why it did not work very well at all. We have the Half Magic. I barely use this one because I did not like it. It is a tubing formula and it does come off nicely, but I had spider lashes. Like, it just clumped so bad. I did not like the way that it made my lashes look. This was one that I had actually gotten in a BoxyCharm, so I was like, okay, I'm going to try it. If I don't like it, it's not that big of a deal. I didn't like it. I didn't think it was that good. Now, one that everybody has been really raving about lately, this is the Lash Idol Curl Goddess from Lancome. This one I got in a birthday gift, so it was free. I used this and I thought it was okay. It did flake off a little bit. It did kind of coat my under eyes a little bit. It did lengthen. It did volumize. It was easy to remove, but it just didn't feel very long lasting. The Maybelline New York Body Mascara. I got this off a TikTok shop before it was available in retailers. Okay, it did provide body. It did provide length. It made them look volumized, but it flaked all over my face. It was getting everywhere. I could not wear that mascara. It was awful. Now, the Lash Paradise from L'Oreal. This is just a sample size, and this one is just basically a dupe for the Better Than Sex mascara. It works well. I think I like the shorter wand better than the longer wand. It gives you more control, so I do like the smaller size of this. It gives you more control. It doesn't clump onto your lashes with the smaller size. I've used the bigger size, and I've just had so many problems with it, but I did like the mini of that one. Oh, the Paradise Big Deal from L'Oreal. I love this mascara. This is the one where they're like, you can put 100 coats on and it doesn't clump. And I definitely have to agree with that. Like, it does provide really clumpless lashes. It really elongates them. They just look so beautiful. And I do really like this one. Like the Extensionist and the Big Deal one, those were two that like L'Oreal really did a good job on. And we have the Lash Icon from Sigma. This is their tubing mascara that they came out with, and I actually really enjoyed this one too. It has a really nice wand and it does tube your lashes. This actually became a favorite of mine. I've been rotating through some tubing mascaras to kind of figure out which one's the best one. The Sigma Lash Icon one, super easy to remove. It does come off in tubes. It does lengthen your lashes. They look super volumized, and it is a really good mascara from an independently owned brand. And this one was sent to me in PR. It was a gift, but that doesn't affect this review at all. I was just pleasantly surprised at how much I really liked the tubing formulation of this mascara, and I thought it was so good. Let's talk brow products. Some of these were actually named in my worst of beauty, I think, of 2025. The first one is the Maybelline Super Fluff. This is just a no. Like, I would never repurchase this again. I think the color is great. The color I got is like a medium cool brown or something. It doesn't say. But it's supposed to be a brow mousse, and you obviously apply it with a brush, but the brush gets really, really, really gunked up, so it just like gunks all over your brows, and it just is really hard to apply. I used this for a long time, and every single time I had to use it, I had to finick with it. I had clumps of crap in my eyebrows, and I was like, no, we're done. We are done. So now I have the Kosas Air Brow. I have a big size and a small size. Here they are. This is just a clear brow gel. The clear small size I got is just like a tester. And as you can see, it like picked up the makeup on my skin a little bit. So it does get dirty after a while, and I really didn't like that. So I did also have the Kosas Air Brow in a larger size that I had received from a BoxyCharm. This is actually probably one of my favorite brow products ever. The only thing I just didn't like about that was that because it is clear, it does pick up the pigmentation of whatever foundation I'm wearing. And if I accidentally get some foundation like in my brows, or actually it's more so like if it's on the top of the brow, it picks it up for some reason and it just reapplies, like it just gets stuck in here, and that's not very sanitary. So I don't like that, but I think it is a great brow product. If I were to use it again, I would probably be slicking down my brows before I put on my foundation. That way it wouldn't get like that. But like my routine is, you know, skincare, then I do my foundation, then I do my blush and bronzer, and then I do my eyes, my lips, and then my brows are typically last. So that's just how I do my makeup. And then we also have this one. This is from Sephora Collection. It is their Brow Volumizing Fiber Mascara. I actually really liked this one, and if I remember correctly, they ended up reformulating it. The formula is super thin, so it's really easy to coat on your brows. It does have a really nice brush applicator as well, and I just found that it was super easy if I was doing a quick brow. I didn't want to fill it in with a pencil. If I didn't want to lay it down with something like the clear brow gel, this was perfect. It did lay down my brows really, really nicely. It colored them nicely and filled them in. They looked fluffy, and it did not over exaggerate anything. There were no clumps in my brows. Like, it was just a really good product. I just have to find the reformulation, or like I think it's been repackaged. And I have a hair product. This is the Go Blonder Lightning Spray from John Frieda. This actually works. And I have another one that I'm going through right now. I haven't used it in a while actually, but I found that this was really good when I would like color my hair like a lighter blonde shade than my natural hair color, which this is my natural hair color. And I would use this to like fuse the dyed hair with my natural roots, and it really did help. And then I also used it to create some highlights in my hair. Now you have to be really careful because this does have peroxide in it, and it will actually dry out your hair. So you have to use it sparingly. When I was using it probably once a week, and I was using like an air dryer on my scalp when I was like trying to blend the roots out. And that's how I pretty much used it. I didn't spray it throughout my entire hair, but it did lighten. It did work. And I also used it in conjunction with the Blonder shampoo and conditioner. So like it did help with like keeping my hair pretty blonde. I honestly would buy this again, but I already have another one. Summer's coming. I don't mind spritzing this in my hair every once in a while. I do a deep condition. I do co-washing with my hair. It never has damaged my hair, just because I'm very conscious of like I have naturally wavy curly hair. I really moisturize it. I really do deep conditioning treatments with it. I do oil treatments with it. So this didn't really bother my hair in terms of like breakage or drying out or anything like that. And because I was using it sparingly, it didn't do anything to my hair. So that one was very, very good. I actually really enjoyed it. It did provide like some nice blonde. Like I said, I haven't used it in a while, so like it's just kind of like my natural roots that fade down into the color that I have now, but that's what I would use it for, was to like blend the roots into the blonde. So I don't really think I need to do that anymore because it's pretty well blended and it's so shiny right now. There's actually a new co-wash that I started using that's like super amazing. So there you have my unfiltered, unbiased, not sponsored reviews of all of this product. If you have been eyeballing any of this, let me know in the comment section down below. If you have any questions on it, I will definitely respond to you. But I hope you guys liked this video. It was kind of more of a traditional beauty video in a way, but how can you trust anybody who's recommending anything, anybody who's trying anything, if they aren't actually using the product fully? So if you guys haven't already, I hope you consider subscribing, and I hope I get to see you in my next video. Bye!